Well, hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Look who's back. What's up, what's up, what's up, everybody? It's October. Where did the time go? And it's Sunday. It's not Monday. I'm here on the wrong night. Yeah, I know. And, oops, sorry. Seems like there's a seems like I forgot how to do things. I forgot to mute my computer, and so I'm getting background noises. I mean, mute my close the other windows out. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But anyways, how's everybody doing? I know I've missed y'all. It's life has been lifing, y'all. Ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong. Everything is fine. I'm good. Life is lifing. Life is good. And but I don't know. Um, I just have pulled back for a minute from some of the the social media activities and stuff like that. But life is going on. So what's going on with y'all? So I want to thank everybody for coming in. If you're watching the replay, thank you so much. Please leave a comment. I will definitely respond to it eventually. Um, Probably sooner rather than later. I um, try to respond relatively quickly, but it is what it is. But I appreciate you coming in and hanging out with me. Um, so what's been going on, y'all? What's life like? How's life in you? Life's been lifing. I've been busy, y'all. I've been busy. Um, and I haven't been. It's kind of funny. I look at it and I go, "What have you done? What have you done?" And I'm like, I ain't done nothing because I'm lazy. But the funny thing is, for a person who's done nothing, I get a bunch of stuff done while doing nothing. So yeah, it is. Life is. Life is. Gee, I don't want that one. I'm a bigger. Um, so I guess the first thing that I should talk about tonight is maybe, I don't know, maybe, yeah, I think that'd be nice. Um, the garden. Yes. This my channel is mostly a gardening channel. I mean, I do other stuff. Y'all know I do other stuff. I do arts and crafts and other stuff too. But mainly, we have the garden stuff going on. And let me just tell you right now, my garden is straight up, straight up dead. uh, that's the word for it. It's just not good. Um, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we'll do 6. Um, the summer got to me. It got really hot. It got really dry, and I just couldn't keep up with the watering. And so I lost a lot of stuff. Almost everything I had in containers, I lost. Almost, not everything, but almost everything I had in containers, I lost. My in-ground stuff is doing fine. But I had a lot of stuff in containers. I had a lot of my fruit trees and shrubs in containers, and I lost them this year, and I'm sad about it. I'm absolutely sad about it. But it happens, and I'll be all right. I will be all right. Think about, yeah. So 33. Um, and it's funny because I saw it happening. You know how you see a disaster coming and you can't avoid it? I saw it happening, but my energy level was not to a point where I could do anything about it, and so I I let it happen. But is this a setback? Is it, going to keep me from gardening? No. Is it a setback? Yeah, it's a setback, but it's not a reset. It's a pivot. Um, because what I learned is that I have to I need to, I guess what's the word? I need to um manage the amount better. Did very good at keeping my green stalks watered, and so those are doing better. My green stalks have mostly have herbs in them, and my herbs are doing pretty good. They're not doing fine. Like I said, I fell behind on things. They're not doing great, but they're still alive, and that's a thing. So yeah, they're still alive. So that means what it means is that I need to, one, consolidate some of my containers. So that's thing one that I'm going to do. I'm going to consolidate some of my containers, use bigger containers, consolidate some of the things that I have in containers, and I do have another green stock, so I'm probably going to do use the green stock. And so that has what it does is it puts things all in one place rather than in different places. I had one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, really seven different areas in my yard where I had containers and things. Hey, Jamie, I'm sitting over here just talking like there's somebody here. Thanks for coming in, and those two people in the bushes too. Thanks for um, clicking on. How you doing, Jamie? I'm just sitting here talking about um, how my garden is in really bad condition and what I'm going to do about it. But yeah, like I was saying, I've got about seven places in my backyard and my side yards, both sides and the back that have containers. And I'm just going to have to consolidate those to, maybe two spots instead of seven spots, because with two spots in the back, then I can water it all at the same time. But with seven spots, then I have to water that from that faucet over there, and I have to water that from that faucet over there, and then I have to water that over there from this container over there. Hey, I'm missing you guys too. Life has been life, and honestly. I've been busy, but I haven't done anything, and then I haven't really been busy, but yeah, life is life, and I just didn't have the time or the energy to, um, that part. So I just stepped back for a minute. But I mean, yeah, it is. It is what it is. But I'm good. I see you're doing good. I've been watching your stuff, even though I don't always leave a comment. I've been watching. I've been trying to keep up with everybody. Um, I've been trying to keep up with everybody. Trying to stay up. Oh, hey, Rebecca, Touched by Yarn. How are you? Haven't seen you in a minute. Oh, you doing good? It's good to see you. And I'm just doing a pop up, y'all, because I haven't been around and I wanted to touch bases with people. Um, so I'm gonna do it. I could do it because yeah. Just let me get off the TikTok real quick. Okay, thanks. You don't have to, Jamie. Thanks for popping in. I mean, I know you're doing stuff. I should have checked to see if anybody was on. I didn't. I just went up. You know what? I'm gonna go live, and I just came up just like that. I didn't even look to see what time it was, if anybody else was live or what was going on or nothing. I just said I was gonna do it because I wanted to get something on here. I'm doing good. I don't know if you know that I've been going live on Sunday at 1:45. Oh, okay. I did not know that, but that's good to know. I'll try to catch you on some time at Sunday. That's a good time too for me on Sundays. That's a good time for me. So yeah, I don't want Mm. Okay, my screen just went black. Oh, I don't know what that was all about. But anyway, yeah. So, anyways, this coming Sunday, I won't be live. I go every other Sunday. Oh, okay. Well, this coming Sunday, I'll be on the road. That's another thing too. I have been on the road, y'all. I've been on the road. I posted some videos from my Alaska trip. But yeah. Sorry, y'all. I'm opening a cold drink. I love these sparkling waters. It actually any sparkling water do, but these are just the ones from Costco, and they're cheaper than the LaCroix. But to me, they taste about the same. But yeah, I've been on the road a little bit. We've made a couple of trips. I'm going to be on the road again this week. I'm going to be on the road again next month or the month after. I don't know. So yeah, I've been traveling a little bit. That's been kind of cool. It's so funny. This morning I woke up. I said, "Well, you know what? You should ride down to the beach," and I almost did it. I almost did it. I said, and I was like, "Yeah, no, probably not." I didn't really feel like I didn't have the energy to do it. So, um, but yeah. But so I've been a little bit busy, anyways. Doing stuff, going and I've been enjoying it too. So yeah. I was looking up a pattern and I couldn't. Oh, it's the weather. Weather for Montgomery. Conditions are clear with a temperature of 62 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, talk about this weather. 62. The wind is blowing from the northwest at 5 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 49%. Um, days like this Days like this makes me it helped me remember why I live where I live because even though the summers get really crazy, from now until May, the weather's gonna be great. I mean, we're gonna have a couple cold days here and there, but from now till May, the weather's just gonna be really great. Um, um, I mean, we're gonna have some rainy days, yeah. We're gonna have some cold days, yeah. But 49% humidity, what is that? What is that? You know what I'm saying? That's like perfect. 62 degrees, 49%. That's like in Miss Congeniality. Would you describe for me your perfect date? Mm-hmm. Alex, October 19th, because the temperature is around 62 degrees and the humidity is less than 50%. It's absolutely perfect. Weather for a Hallsville. Conditions are clear with a temperature of 46. What? 46? Eek. The wind is blowing from the south-southwest at 5 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 63%. Okay, see, that's why I live here and not where you live. I can't do 46 right now. 62 is a little bit chilly for me right now, but yeah, 46 I could not do. The other thing is we were talking, my friends, some friends and I were talking, and we were talking about, she was going, oh, my air conditioner just kicked in. It's like 70 something degrees outside. No, she said it was 60 something degrees outside and my air conditioner kicked in. She's like, I can't believe da. But she says it's getting warm in my house, blah, blah, blah. I was like, my air conditioner is not going off. I might turn my air conditioner off when I turn my heater on, which means when it gets 32 degrees outside, I'll turn my heater on and my air conditioner off. But until then, my air conditioner is on, I would say, a solid 9 months out of the year. My air conditioner is on every day. And then those other 3 months, um, it may come on at random. Yeah. Let's see. It's a little bit north of where I live. I'm just putting in that zip code because it protects where I live. Saying I don't live actually in Montgomery. I live near Montgomery, but but that zip code works for the weather because the weather is very similar here. Every now and then, y'all probably have caught it. Every now and then, I've actually put my real zip code in, and you probably went, what is that? And I may have, yeah, I don't give it any remind. Anyway, hey GT Junior, how are you, my friend? I haven't seen you in a minute. which means I haven't been online because you probably have. It means I haven't been in the live streams because you probably have. But it's good to see you. What's going on in the big state of Alaska? I was in your state, man. I was so close to you, so close, yet so far away. And I posted pictures of your beautiful state too, because it was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Weather for Eagle River. Conditions are partly cloudy with a temperature of 36 degrees Fahrenheit. The wind is blowing from the north-northeast at 2 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 69%. Speaking of which, too, when I came to Alaska, I brought the heat with me. I think every day we were there, it was exceptionally warm, like over 70 degrees. It's like 75 degrees some days. They were like, and the weather should be, and the high today should be 56, 70. And the high today should be 59, 70. And the high today will be 65, 75. So yeah, we brought the heat with us, and it was funny because you don't know what the weather's going to be. So I had jackets and sweaters and everything, and it was like everything was tied around my waist because it was hot. It's like I went to Alaska and I took the heat with me. Weather for Anchorage. Conditions are partly cloudy with a temperature of 39 degrees. 39. Okay, well, Eagle River was cooler. Eagle River was 36, 39. And the wind is blowing from the north at 7 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 62%. Try again. Jamie, I think yours must have got bumped with somebody else because I didn't ever see yours pop up. But yeah, let me see. Y'all, I don't know what's wrong with me. Oh, well, that's interesting. Not doing that. So yeah. But yeah, this weather's been really great. And so I was talking about my garden and how I just kind of got lost this summer. It was just too much. And it's funny because um I always I always say, well, I don't always, but I think about it. Some there this the last 6 months have been really weird for me. And so trying to figure out what the new normal is as what I've been trying to do because things have been changing. And um I know the garden is going to be less. The garden is just going to have to be less for me. Dang it. Now what's wrong with my signal? My signal's going bad. But yeah, the garden's going to have to be less because I just don't have the energy or the inspiration or the motivation to keep up with as much. But that doesn't mean I'm not growing because I'm doing things. I still have I was telling somebody the only two things that I have, that's not true. I have some herbs still doing, and then I have some sweet potatoes. You know what? Let me go get that sweet potato right now. I have some sweet potatoes out there that I need to dig up to see how many. I don't know how many I got. I planted 3 or 4 different kinds of sweet potatoes, but I did dig up a couple. So I'm gonna go get one and show it to you. And then I've got onions. I still have onions. I've got onions and scallions out there. I need to plant some garlic, but I need to get some garlic to plant. I need to go. I think M.I. Gardner. Y'all need to check out M.I. Gardner. I heard that M.I. Gardner had a sale, and somebody else, Southern Seed Exchange, I heard had a good sale right now, and somebody else. There was like 3 different people who had sales right now. My Gardner and Southern Seed Exchange were 2 of them, and I don't know who the other one was, but y'all check them out because they've got some really good, like 50% off, and bundles out there. And I think M.I. Gardner had some garlic bundles, but they may be sold out already. So I have to check that out. But anyways, um, Anyways, hold on a second, guys. Let me go. I'm gonna get this for you because I want to show it to you. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get this sweet potato. Because I want to show it to you, and also I want to eat it for supper. Why is my light not working? Okay, something happened to my light. It's not working, so I need a flashlight. Dang it. Well, I thought I could get it that quickly, but I can't. I got to get a flashlight because for some reason my outdoor light's not working. And if I was like most people who carry a phone with me, I would have a flashlight, but no. Where's my phone? I don't know. All right, I got it. And by the way, y'all, I'm not going to be up here long tonight because, okay, it's not my day for real to be live. And, you know, life is what life is. But I just missed y'all. Honestly, I really just missed y'all. So here I am. Okay. Okay. You got your garlic in the mail? Cool. Oh, okay, you ordered it from Amazing? All right. I never ordered garlic from them, but I could. Anyways, I want y'all to see this. You see this sweet potato? I actually have two of them. This is from one of the beds I dug up the other day. I was pulling, I actually didn't dig. I pulled, and these are two that came out. I was like, oh, there are some potatoes down there. That means I need to dig them up. And so I got two. I'm gonna eat one of these. I'm gonna eat one of these for supper tonight. I'm just gonna cook it. I'm gonna bake it here in a minute. But these are the red skin with the white flesh. You see the white flesh? Sweet potatoes. These are actually, this is my favorite one. And I didn't know if I could grow these or not, but I had picked up some from the international market and I stuck it in the ground. This is what I do. I stick them in the ground about halfway. So like that much is out of the ground, that much is in the ground. Like that. So that much is under the ground, that much is above the ground. And then as the things start to grow, what are they called? Slips start to grow, I break them off. I break the slips off and then I put them in the ground. And so this one produced, I don't know how many slips, but I put them in beds all around. And then they start to grow from the slips. You can root the slips, but as long as you are, like at the time it was spring, so it was raining like every other day. As long as the water is good, they'll root and you'll get potatoes. And these are my favorite. These are my favorite. I definitely hope I got more of them out there. But yeah, these sweet potatoes and onions. That's what I have out there. The other thing that I do still have out there is figs. My fig tree is covered in figs. The leaves are almost all off of them, so I need to go and harvest the rest of the figs because the ones out there are gonna keep ripening up until we get some cold weather, and shouldn't get cold until November, late November. And so I do have some figs out there still. And sorrel, my Jamaican sorrel. I might do a video tomorrow of my Jamaican sorrel. It seems like I do one every year when I grow them. Hey, TT, what are you doing up? I know you're a late night person. How are you? Thanks for coming in. Um, but yeah, I do have some Jamaican sorrel out there. I have three um, plants, and all three of them are over 5 feet tall. And they're just beginning to bloom. Jamaican sorrel is kind of a weird, I don't know if you guys have grown it before, but Jamaican sorrel is kind of weird in that it it's triggered. It's not weird. A lot of plants are like that, but it's triggered by day length. And so just got into bed, but I saw you were live. Oh, okay. Um, but it's triggered by day length. And so when the days get when the days get shorter, starts getting shorter, it'll trigger it to start blooming. And so it just blooms all at once. And so now it's starting to bloom. And so it's got the little bitty buds on it that are getting ready to bloom. And so probably in 3 weeks or so, I should start being able to harvest it. I'm hoping I can get a really good harvest on it because I'm not trying to grow it every year. I don't know about y'all, but I don't use that much. I use a lot, but I don't use that much. And one plant, I get usually one plant I can get usually 3 or 4 harvests off of, and the harvests are 3 or 4 cups each. Yeah, about 4 cups per harvest, 3 or 4 harvests. And to me, that's a lot to process. And so what I usually do is I will, some of them I will just dehydrate, put them in jars. And so I still have some of those left from like 2 years ago, which means, yeah, that part. Need to, what you call it? What is that thing? Probably vacuum seal those jars. I think they're still in good shape because they're dehydrated. And then some of them I will make like jam or preserves out of them. And then some of them I'll make some syrup out of them. Syrup is probably the most, for me, the syrup is one of the most versatile ways to use it, although you can use a jam like you use a syrup. In some ways, you can use a jam like you use a syrup, but yeah, but the jams and the syrups, I like them because you can just use them as a sweetener. So like if I'm making a cup of tea and I wanted to have a hibiscus flavor, then I'll grab a teaspoon or tablespoon of the Jamaican sorrel jam or preserves and use that as the sweetener for my tea, and it gives it the flavor and the sweetness, and it's very versatile. It's a versatile way to preserve it so you can use it in other things. And so if you want to flavor a sauce with it, you can just use some of the jam to flavor a sauce with it or whatever. And so, that way. And the syrups are the same way. Sometimes I'll use the syrup as a flavorant and a back sweetener for wine. If I make some wine and I want to give it a little citrusy hint, I'll back sweeten it with the hibiscus syrup, and it gives it a nice little flavor profile, and it'll up the sweetness level from like a dry to a semi-dry or something like that. So yeah. Hey, Tin, how you doing? It's good to see you again. I saw you yesterday. Somewhere. Yeah, on somebody's live. I forget whose live it was on. I think it was yesterday. It might have been today. But anyway, it's good to see you. Thanks for coming in, y'all. I appreciate y'all for being here. Did I miss anybody? If I missed speaking to anybody, I'm sorry. Hey, it's good to see you, and thanks for being here. I forgot what I was talking about. TT, I was showing my sweet potatoes. Did I show y'all? Did you see my sweet potatoes? These are the sweet potatoes I got yesterday, day before yesterday. I got out of the garden, but I need to. Hey, Gina. I need to go and dig the rest of them out. And these are the red skin ones with the white flesh. Yeah, the flesh inside of these is white. And this is supper. Hey, Gina, thanks for coming in. I ain't doing nothing, y'all. I just, I was laying down and I said to myself, oh, I think I'm gonna go live. Literally, just like that. I think I'm gonna go live. And here I am. So, yeah. And I was saying, yeah, that the only things that are left in my garden are I know, Gina, why are you awake? I know you are sleeping. Thank you so much. Gina been sleep. She just pretending. She ain't really, I don't even know. I think that's her alter ego. But yeah, I was saying that the only thing that was left in my garden was onions, sweet potatoes, and my Jamaican sorrel. I'm not Tia. You not awake. She not awake. She's sleeping. Did y'all see TT's live stream yesterday? If you did not, you need to go over and check it out. Gina and Tia made cranberry juice yesterday from fresh cranberries and fresh. Yeah, they were fresh cranberries. I think they had previously frozen them. Some they have maybe got out of the freezer, but they were fresh cranberries. And they made cranberry juice yesterday, and that was cool. That was cool. I have never made cranberry juice before. I watched Khadijah, her healthy home, make it one time for her kids. She was making grape juice and cranberry juice for her kids, years and years and years ago. But I have made muscadine juice the way that Gina made hers. Now I haven't made it the way that Tia made hers, and I might try it because it's that time of year, y'all. Publix had cranberries for two for $4, so $2 a bag, $1.99 a bag. But they'll go on sale in a week or so for 99 cents for $1 bag. So the price will keep dropping through the season, and they're usually available during the holiday season. And so of course I pick up some. I pick them up and throw them in the freezer whenever they're on sale, because cranberry sauce. Yeah, I'm making cranberry sauce this year. I make cranberry sauce every year. I might do a cranberry relish this year. Marcus, he claimed all the juice. All right. But wait a minute, I didn't think he. Anyways, whatever. He's like, I drink it now. He's like, I didn't drink it before. I drink it now. That's pretty funny. So, but yeah, dang, it was that good. Yeah, if you like cranberry juice, it is that good. And the funny thing about it is, I love cranberry juice. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna make some. Oh, I need a ruler. Y'all, I don't like the math. Y'all, why do I have to math? Oh, excuse me. I'm looking for and it should be right here. I don't see it, so that means it's not in here. That means I'm gonna have to go and get it from someplace else. It should be right here. Right here. I'm looking for my measuring tape, y'all. Okay. I guess we're going to be stocking up on cranberries. Let me just tell you. Oh, hey, Bone Tired. Thanks for coming in. That's exactly what he said. It was delicious. Yep. Hey, Bone Tired. How are you? Thanks for coming in, y'all. Be stocking up on cranberries. I'm going to be stocking up on cranberries because I love cranberries. And I was mad last year because I missed, for whatever reason, last year, I kind of missed the season. Like, I think I just maybe didn't go to the grocery store. Sometimes sometimes I'll order out, and if I don't think about it, like when they come in season, if you don't know they're in season, then you don't think about it. But if you're in a grocery store, you'll see them. And so I think last year I just didn't go to the grocery store often enough to see them, and so I missed them. When I did get to the store and I asked that light just popped on, scary. When I asked the guy in produce if they had them, they're like, oh yeah, they're right over there. And I went over there and they were like, um not the right brand because I always get the Ocean Spray ones. What is it about me? Any of them will do. But they looked weird. The bags were smaller and they were more expensive and all of the things, and I didn't get them. And then didn't, anyway, long story short, I was mad last year because I didn't get cranberries. So this year I'm probably going to have too many and put them in the freezer. I bet fresh cranberry sauce is much better than the can. Okay, Rebecca, I love canned cranberry sauce. My kids do too. I usually get the whole berry sauce, not the jellied one, because we like the whole berry one. But anyways, hey, cruising is fun anytime. How y'all doing? Um, but we like the canned cranberry sauce. We do. And so usually I will buy a couple cans of it for Thanksgiving, Christmas, whatever. And my kids eat it. They just I put it in a dish in the refrigerator, and they get the dish and get a spoon and they eat it. It's like that doesn't make any sense for me to do that anymore. So that's when I started making it. My parents only get the jelly until I try it whole, and I liked it better. Yeah, I like the whole berry one. I like the jelly one too. Don't get me wrong. And if I'm eating a traditional um, turkey with dressing, all I want is dressing, cranberry sauce, and gravy. That's all I want. Like the first day, that's all I want to eat. I want to eat that. And I can eat all of the other stuff the other days because it'll keep. But that first day, that's what I want is the dressing, cranberry sauce, and gravy. And I just love the textures and the flavors. Um, but you can make it at home, Rebecca. It's so easy. The recipe is right on the bag, and it's just cranberry sugar and water, literally. And if you're going to eat it in the next day or two, you don't even have to can it or anything. If you're going to eat it within 2 weeks, you don't have to can it or anything. You just make it. Cranberries, sugar, water. You cook it. If you want it smooth, you can use the immersion blender. You can strain it if you want to. I would never strain it, but you can use the immersion blender if you want it smoother. I don't. I just let them pop naturally. So some of them are whole, some of them are pop, whatever, and put it in the jar, stick it in the refrigerator, eat it. Simply put. And I never have any left. Period. So yeah, I'll take however many bags I make, however many jars I make. If there's jars left, I just tell the kids there's cranberry sauce in there, and they're gone, just like that, because they love them. We love them. But yeah, it's a real easy recipe. I think I have a short and then a little 3-minute video of making cranberry sauce. But I don't even go through any of the details. All you see is me just stirring it in the pot because it's just that easy. You put the cranberries, you add the sugar, you cook it, you put it in the jars, you put it in the refrigerator, you're done. That's all. And I don't even remember how long you cook it, but it's not long. It's less than 15 minutes for the whole thing. From start to finish is less than 15 minutes. So yeah, I don't know why anybody wouldn't do that. But that's just me. Okay. Very simple formula. Subtract. I need a measuring tape, y'all. And I have one. I just don't know where it is. I'm not measuring anything. I just need to do the math. Y'all remember when I don't know if y'all remember. Um, do y'all remember when they told you about negative numbers? I don't remember. It's so funny. I don't remember being taught about negative numbers, particularly. I just remember when I found out it was a concept, I was like, that makes so much sense, because it didn't matter. It didn't make sense to me that zero stopped. The thing stopped on zero. It was like, no, they should be infinite. It should be infinite both ways. For some reason, I felt like numbers should go both ways and should be infinite. There should not be an end. And so the fact that zero was a stop, it was like, then where does it stop on the other end? And it didn't make any sense that it didn't stop on the other end. And so I don't know why negative numbers came up. Y'all, my brain is crazy. My brain is absolutely crazy. So yeah, I think I'm gonna I have a question for y'all. How big is Uh, let's make it. I better go to bed because my brother has an appointment in the morning. Okay, Rebecca, thanks for being here. I appreciate you coming in. Take care and have a good evening. I'm trying to decide. 6. How many inches is that? 6 feet is 72 inches, and 5 feet is 60 inches. That's too wide. 5 feet, 60 inches. Okay, 50. 50 by 72. That's a good, yeah. Y'all, I'm just trying to figure out some stuff. My brain, I don't know. 22. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, what are you guys working on lately? I have a whole bunch of stuff that I've started and I haven't finished, and I may not never finish. So there's that. But so what are you guys working on? Okay. My double, I count double is going to sleep. Real Gino is never here. Good night, y'all. Good night, Gina. I knew you were sleeping. You didn't have to tell me that. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. You're working on a blanket? Okay. Cleaning the garage still. Okay. GT Junior, you are the man. You are absolutely the man. I am packing and unpacking and doing laundry, which seems to be all the time. It seems like I'm always packing, unpacking, doing laundry, packing, unpacking, doing laundry. But that's what I'm doing this week. I'm packing, unpacking, doing laundry. I'm doing a little bit of fall clean out. I am. I am working on 2 blankets. I never did finish that 3D illusion blanket, but that's because it got hot, and I don't crochet when it's hot. So, I mean, I don't crochet very much when it's hot. So, I, took a break from it, but now I need to go back and finish that one. So I want to finish the 3D illusion blanket, and then my son wanted me to make a blanket for um, him. And so that's my next one. The next one I'm going to be working on is a blanket for him. So that's the second one I'm working on. But that's been in the works for a long time. I just haven't started on it because um, it's been hot. I just don't crochet with acrylic during the summertime because it's just too hot. I did make a hat in cotton. I needed I was we did all white for a spiritual event, and I needed a hat, a head covering, and I didn't want to do a head wrap, and so I made myself a little white hat in cotton because it's summertime and I like it a lot. And I'm gonna make another one. I'm gonna go back and get more of that cotton and make myself a few more cotton hats because I really did like it. Yeah. Hey, Mike, how are you? I didn't know if I would see you tonight or not. I know it's been a minute. Working around the house, painting and putting up TVs. I haven't been gardening as much, but it's okay. Yeah, I haven't been doing anything in the garden much at all. But I'm getting ready to start my fall cleanup. Actually, not start, continue. I've been working on it a little bit at a time, here and there, a little bit, little bit, little bit. So yeah, um, yeah, a whole day, Mike, a whole day early. It's- I'm just yeah, that part. um, but yeah, so um. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been working on, kind of, but not really, because yeah, I'm trying to think. I've been on 45. Yes, Mike. Well, see, this is the thing. I was sitting down doing nothing and went, oh, I should go live. And so I went in and set it up to go live in 5 minutes. And here I am. Here I am. Ooh, wow. Interesting. I'm still listening, but resting my eyes. Okay. Thank you, TT. Good night, TT. You need to go sleep because, you guys have things to do. I don't have nothing to do. Yeah. Hmm. What cruises? Cruising is fun. Where's the last time you cruised? Where's the last place you went? When's your next cruise? I'm cruising Sunday. With a friend to Bahamas. Yeah, Bahamas. We're leaving from Norfolk. We're going to Bahamas, and um, I'm excited for it. This will be my second trip to the Bahamas, so this is that's interesting. It's a little bit different than the last trip. Different stops. Actually, only one of the we're only stopping at one of the same places. So all of the stops are different except for one. So that'll be fun. Different crowd, different group. It'll be fun. Weather for Minneapolis. Conditions are clear with a temperature of 44 degrees Fahrenheit. The wind is blowing from the south-south. Said 44? Okay. The wind is blowing from south-southeast at 2 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 70%. Sweet. Sweet. So it's a little bit, you said 44. I think Rebecca was close to that. It was cold. 44 is cold. I don't know how y'all do it. $39, $36. Cold, cold, cold. 46. Okay. Yeah. Rebecca was close at 46. I was just looking. Oh, I'm sorry, guys, about the ads. I think I have it default to being on, and I need to default it to being off and turn it on when I want it to be on. But anyway, so you can skip the ads. Don't I mean you can watch the ads. I would appreciate it if you watch the ads, but you can also skip the ads. Um, it's gonna be 30. Oh, goodness gracious. I am not ready for cold weather, but then I am never ready for cold weather. That's just who I am. So yeah. But yeah, I'm excited to be going someplace warm. But next, yeah, I guess it'll be next Sunday. We'll be on the boat. This time next week, I'll be on the water, and I will be excited for that for sure. Get your coins. Mike, I ain't got paid. I've been monetized for a minute. I ain't got paid. I don't know that I'm ever gonna get paid. I was just shocked to see it was a 4 minute travel. Don't look. Uh, it's so funny. Ever since I've gotten, okay, I don't even know if they like you to talk about it, but I'm talking about it anyway. Ever since I've had enough, reached the level where I could be monetized, I've had it on there and everything. And and I don't know how long it's been, but um so you put the monetization on your live streams, you put the monetizations on your videos, blah blah blah, and then you see, the little, you look at your analytics and you look at it and you see it's like, oh yeah, cool. Eventually, cool. Eventually, in about 10 years, I might make some money. 10 years, it may add up to enough money that I can get a check. So maybe not 10 years, maybe 5 years. It maybe takes 5 years. I don't know. But I'm not producing that much content anymore. I'm not in here doing that much. But even when I was doing the most, it's not that much. So yeah, that part. And then the other part of it is I have I don't know. It's not a job. That's what I tell myself all the time. It is not a job. It's not my work. It's not my, it's not my life's work. It's none of that. It's none of that. It's it's fun. It's hanging out. It's chilling. It's having a good time. That's what it is. And so, if I can get a check out of it, great. But yeah, that part. It's not gonna break the bank for sure. And it's definitely not worth you watching a 4 minute ad for sure. And I have to remember to turn the ads off next time I go live. And speaking of which, guys, I'm not going to be going live on Monday nights anymore regularly. I may do once a month. I may do once every 2 months. I don't know. But I'm not going to be doing it every week anymore. There's a lot of reasons for that, but the main one is I just don't feel like it anymore, and so I'm not going to be doing that part. I have too many jobs already. Exactly, and girl, you busy. You are busy all the time. So yeah, you do have too many jobs already. But since you're here, TT, TT is a member, by the way, y'all. Y'all see her? She's a member. And TT, I'm gonna have a members only video this week, and I think I'm gonna leave it members only. It's not gonna be members first. It's gonna be members only. So you get exclusive. This is exclusive video just for you because you are my one and only member. And so yeah, you got a video coming. But I was thinking. And so yeah, anybody wants to be a member of my channel, since TT is my only member, I might make a video for you, or I mean, members only video. If we get more than 5 members, we'll have a members only live. Actually, if we get 2 members, we might even have a members only live stream. If there's something you guys want to talk about, because I don't mind doing a members only live stream. That would be fun. And with a members only live stream, because it's members only, and because I'm not going to share it with the public, then you get secrets. All the secret stuff that I don't tell everybody else. Y'all know I don't have no secrets. But all the secret stuff that I don't tell anybody else, yeah, members only. I'm just messing, y'all. My membership is I set up the membership thinking, people might want stuff. People might want stuff. They may, and if they do, like if somebody wanted to say, oh, let's if members wanted to like I'm getting ready to make a cardigan, another one. I don't know. Maybe this is gonna be a pullover. I'm thinking about maybe making a hoodie. But I've got some yarn that I think I want to make, a little jacket with. And so I was like, what? GT Junior. Thank you. You were so funny. Now I have to make a real members only video. Everybody's like, I don't know. Well, I want to see what TT's gonna get. It ain't nothing special, man. You are so. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, now I gotta do a real something so y'all can get the real tea. Gosh, y'all are so funny. I love y'all. You make my day. Ah. Oh, you've been playing with Chat GPT? I don't use Chat GPT. I use Perplexity, but and I haven't used Chat GPT, so I don't know anything about it. But my brother recommended Perplexity to me. Um, well, okay. Something just happened. I meant to type a word, and evidently my computer didn't like what I was doing. But let me try again. If y'all are still here. I use Perplexity, which is another AI. Um, and I did what did I do? Oh, what was the name of that software? Dang it. G GT Junior, I wanted to tell you about it too. I'm gonna have to look it up and I'll send you I don't know what the name of it was. I used a AI logo maker the other day, and I don't remember what the name of it was, but I typed in like AI logo maker free, and one popped up, and so I popped it in, and I wanted to make a little logo for something, and it was kind of cool. I don't remember all of the details of it because I didn't go all the way through the end. You know how you go through. I went through and I made it. I made some adjustments to it. Blah blah blah. But the end, I don't know when you get to the end if they're gonna make you buy something or, create a profile to download it or whatever. But it doesn't really matter because what I was looking for was not so much the final product, but was the ideas. And so I put it in there, put the things in there, and I told them what I wanted. I wanted, this kind of a background, blah blah blah. These were the words. These were the ideas, and it put up some things, and then you could change it around and everything. But it was kind of cool. It was cool to use it. But anyway, but it wasn't Perplexity, the logo maker. I don't remember what the name what it was. It might have been design.com. I don't think it was design.com. I don't remember what it was. And I don't remember. I don't remember if I saved it. That's another thing I'm bad about doing is doing it. Oh, you're welcome for spelling it Perplexity. Yeah. Um, and I've enjoyed it though. One of the nice things about Perplexity, and I don't know how Chat GPT works, is I was talking to it the other day. And I was like, what did I ask? Oh, they'll lie to you. That's funny. I love that they say Chat GPT doesn't lie, does it lies to you, but it lies to you in two different ways. And one way it lies to you is it takes it uses the same algorithms. They all use not the same algorithms, but you know how Google works when you go and you type in and you're searching for something, or you go on YouTube and you search for anything. You go and you're searching for something, it comes up all of these things. Well, there's the way people get higher in the algorithm is the same across. I shouldn't say it's the same. The way people get higher in the algorithm, there's a way to get higher in the algorithm. That's what I'm saying. There's a way to get your content to move higher to the top. Okay. And people know that. And Chat GPT and Perplexity and all of those AIs use that same kind of algorithm for things to pop up. And so that's why I say it lies to you, because whatever answer you get is skewed by that. Whatever that is, you don't have to know what it is. It's like I don't have to know how a car works to drive one. Same kind of thing. You don't have to know how it works in order to drive it. But you do have to know that most cars have, either two kinds of engines. They either have an internal combustion engine or they have something else, right? Okay, that thing. So it's the same kind of thing with these AI. They all have these algorithms that they use, and they are all going to be skewed to what is considered mainstream. Okay, so remember that you're getting the mainstream lie. If you don't want the mainstream lie, then you have to tell Perplexity to, I only want these kinds of um, responses. With Perplexity, it's neat. I don't know how ChatGPT works, but with Perplexity, it shows you your sources. So if you only want sources that are peer-reviewed papers, then you can say, I only want sources that are peer-reviewed papers. If you only want sources that are opinions, then you can say, I only want opinions. And so you can skew your own results by what you want. And then you can eliminate things too. So if you go in and you ask a question and it gives you an answer, and the answer comes from this source, and this source is Reddit, you can say, eliminate Reddit. I don't want any Reddits in there. And so that is nice to help you figure out how to get the results that you want out of the how to get the results that you want out of the AI by changing things up and how you ask questions. And the other thing is, use it. That's another thing. You won't feel comfortable using it if you don't use it. Most people are using AI as as a search engine. You can use it as a search engine, but you don't have to use it as a search engine. Oh, really? How? What are they doing? Because I haven't noticed any AI enhancements on my videos, but I don't know. So you're gonna have to tell me about that, Mike. I want to know because I don't want them messing with my videos for sure. Um, and I definitely don't want them messing with my videos in such a way that um, messes them up for me, or for people who are watching it. But yeah. The other thing that I like to use, I do, I'm not gonna lie, I definitely use an AI like a search engine. But I do it, it depends on what I'm looking up. It depends on what I'm looking for. This is a corner. Uh, um, it supposedly upscales resolution and colors. Oh, I don't want it to mess with my resolution and colors. You might see stuff that I don't want you to see. You know what I'm saying? It might show you stuff I don't want you to see if it messes with the resolution and the colors. Dang it. We'll figure it out. Huh. I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, I'll have to definitely look into what YouTube is doing to see what they're doing, because I don't know. I haven't really been making hey, Scott Broom. How are you? Thanks for coming in. It's good to see you. What you been up to? And what's the weather like where you are? You can type in, what is it? Explanation. Gosh, I don't even know. You know what to do. You know what to do. How do you spell? Oh, okay. Thanks, Mike. I'll check it out. Oh, I am so bad. I can't spell a lick. Okay, there you go. You know what to put in. Prediction, Oregon. Partly cloudy with I can't spell. I spelled it right. Okay, it didn't spell it right. Conditions are partly cloudy with a temperature of 40 degrees Fahrenheit. The wind is blowing from the west at 10 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 72%. And that's in Oregon. Um, that's not what I wanted to spell. Why does it say Ottawa? You have to put in weather and space, and then the city or zip code. Exclamation point weather, and then the city or zip code. And I can't yeah, that part. But yeah, I forgot what I was saying, y'all. That's what happens when you get old. You lose your weather for R. I can't see R. Why does it put? It's putting in different letters. Conditions are cloudy with a temperature of 66 degrees Fahrenheit. The wind is blowing from the south at 13 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 68%. Yeah. But yeah, so Scott, I'm going on another cruise. I'm going to the Bahamas coming next week. We're leaving Sunday with a friend, which is crazy, which is absolutely crazy. Um, because I feel like I just got home. Although we've been home, it's been over a month since I've been home, but it feels like I just got home. Um, and it's like, whoa, girl. And yeah, for that part. And I'm excited. I'm definitely excited for tropical. Where are you going? But yeah, we're leaving. We're leaving Sunday. Well, I'm leaving Friday, I guess. Friday, we're gonna drive up, hang out, and then yeah, do the thing. Do the thing. Like, check out TT's Urban Pantry. She's my member. Actually, I have two members now, so now I'm gonna have to update it. You go in February. Oh, nice. Yeah. Hope you're going someplace warm in February. I still want to do Greece. So if you know anybody who wants to cruise Greece, actually, I really don't want to cruise Greece. I really just wanted to go on I just want to go on vacation there. But I would cruise Greece if I knew there was a group cruise going. Some people went. I think Bill might have gone. Did Bill go to Greece? I think Bill might have gone. Warmstrong. I can't remember. Cape Canaveral. Okay. To the Caribbean. Nice, nice. I want to Cape Canaveral. I think that port is near where official Jamia lives. And so I was like, oh, I should take a cruise out of there so I could go see Jamia. I should go see Jamia and then go on a cruise. All right. It's like, why can't you just go see Jamie? I could just go see Jamia without going on a cruise. But I'm like, if I'm going that far, I might as well get on a ship while I'm there, right? Right. Yeah. Okay. Y'all know my brain makes connections that, yeah, it does. That part. The Caribbean. That'll be nice. That'll be nice in February. That'll be really nice. Enjoy. Yeah. But yeah, I definitely want to do Greece, 1 hour from Orlando. I think she lives near there. Um I used to live in Florida. I miss Florida. It's so weird. Florida's a weird place, but I had so much fun living in Florida in your 20s with a bunch of other people in their 20s. Uh, is a lot of fun. Literally, Lillian is coming up to see Debbie. Oh, okay, cool. I was gonna say, I always think of the beach he found the genie in. A dream, and oh yeah, the beach where you found, yeah, Cape Canaveral, yeah. That's so funny. Uh, that's true. That exactly, Mike. That is so funny because I have those kind of weird associations too from childhood. It's like, oh, I remember that from blah blah blah. Blah. I remember that from blah blah blah. Blah. Yeah. But yeah. So yeah, that'll be fun. Yeah, that'll be nice. That'll be really nice. Um, I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Um, uh, half the time, I have so many thoughts going through my head. It's like catch it, catch it, catch it. It's like before it goes, which you might not get it back, but I don't need it back. That's the other thing. I don't need it back. Um, it's so funny. I think we're in your, yeah. Oh, I was gonna say, living in Florida in your 20s with a bunch of other people living in their 20s. Um, when I worked in Florida, when I lived in Florida, the people, there were a few. There were a few. I wouldn't say the majority, the vast majority of the people. I would say 80% of the people um, that I worked with when I was in Florida were within 10 years of my age. So we were all the same. We were all the same cohort, which was kind of strange, but weird. But yeah, they only report Cozumel. Oh, they only report Port Cozumel. Okay, but yeah, but it's weird when you're working in a situation. Actually, it was really nice being in a search situation where the vast majority of the people, and I mean it wasn't a bunch of people, but but still, when the majority of the people that you work with are within your same cohort, your same. But I mean, we weren't the same generation. There were some boomers. I'm a tail end of the boomers, and then there were some whoever come after us. But we were then 10 years of each other. But that means we had a lot of stuff in common. Our our family structures. A lot of us were single or newly married. There weren't a lot of kids, but the kids that we did have were pretty much all the same age group. Um, and we had a lot of stuff in common. We did so much. And I think that was why living in Florida was so much fun for me because as a group, there was always something going on. And it was like, what are we going to do? Well, Monday after work, we're going to go and we're going to ride the bike trail. The bike trail was like 26 miles. And so we get on the bike and we ride. We'd ride 26 miles after work and go down and have a drink at the bar and then turn around and do it again. Or, well, what are we going to do? Well, Wednesday after work, we're going to go swimming. And we would all meet up someplace and we would go swimming. It was like, well, what are we going to do? Well, let's go, to a jazz club. And we'd all, and so there was always, no, I'm not saying all, it's not all. There was always a group of 5 or 6 people, sometimes as many as 10 or 15 people who were down for it, whatever it was. On the weekends, we would go down to the Gulf. A couple people had boats. We would go scalloping, fishing. Some people would be doing water skiing. We'd have cookouts, fish fries. There was nothing to go down to the beach just to have a beach day as a group, 30 people. We're going to show up at the state park all at the same time. So that was the thing. A lot of us were, like I said, we were the same age group, the same cohort, and we had a lot of things um, in common. It was socially, it was really a lot of fun. I was very busy all the time. And I had a great time. And the thing is, I made some lifelong friends when I worked there. I mean, there's some of the people that I worked with in Florida. It's so funny. Um, I still talk to them on a regular basis, like not daily, but at least every month. Um, and that was, years ago. That was in the 90s. Woo, can we say 90s again? No, actually, it was in the 90s, y'all. Can we say 90s again? It was in the early 90s, even. Yeah, early 90s, because that was, let's see, 87, 89. Yeah, 1991. 1991. 1991 is when I lived down there. So, yeah. But we had a blast. We had a blast. I loved it. And I would move back. No, I wouldn't. Would I? Yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed living in Florida. Um, it would be different though, because different things. Different age group, different people. But yeah, we had a good time. A lot of fun. I don't think and actually that's never happened again. I've never been in any place since then where there was so many of us within the same age group. Although when I lived here in Montgomery, here in Alabama, a lot of us were in the same age group as well. But it was definitely, it was older, definitely older. Um, yeah, so kind of cool. I remember the year my be right back. Need coffee. Look at you. I'm not gonna be up here long, Mike. For real, for real. I'm gonna get off of here probably in the next 15, 20 minutes. Um, what was I saying? Y'all, foundation row. I'm making a blanket for my son. So yeah, but yeah, moving here in Montgomery, we were a lot of us were in a similar age group. And the year my son was born, I think there were five. There are five kids born. Yeah, five. One, two, three, four, five. There were five kids born that year in our office. And the weird thing about it is, um, my son. There was five. It was four boys and one girl, um, that year, and three of the boys, my son and two of the other boys, went to the same school. So they went to the same preschool, kindergarten, middle school. Actually, not middle school because I pulled my son out of middle school, but high school. And so they went to the same schools all the way through. And they've been friends from the time they were born until now, which is kind of neat. The others didn't go to the same school, but because we were in the same neighborhood, they played ball together. They did all kinds of events together. And those five kids, it's so funny looking at them now. It's like, wow. They were all, that year, that year of kids. That's kind of cool when I think about it. And they still, I mean, they're still friends, which is kind of amazing. you know, because they're all 25. That was 25 years ago. And I mean, they're not. I mean, some of them, like my son and one of them, are close friends. They've been really close friends. But yeah. Hey, Belt Loop, 29. How you doing? It's good to see you. Thanks for coming in. I don't know what I'm doing, y'all. I guess I need to look this up and see. What's up, Scott? If you're still here, Belt Loop 29. It's good to see you, my friend. It's good to see you. Corner. I don't know. This is weird. I don't know what I'm doing. Put another one here. This is crazy. I'm sitting here trying to make up. Good day, good day, good day. Belt Loop, have you used ChatGPT? And if you have, what do you use it for? How do you use it? I'm just curious. I'm curious. I'm just curious. Anybody else too? Have a little. What do you use it? How do you use it? What do you use it for? Um, or any other AI? Yeah. Anybody else use AI, and what have you used it for? How have you used it? Because I'm interested. I know there's some. One of the things I did on GPT is I asked it to help me to write, not ChatGPT, Perplexity. I use Perplexity, just about plants and so forth. Okay. I used it to help me write. What is it called? what is it called when you what is it called? If you have a business and you want to tell somebody what your business is, it's like an elevator thing, an elevator statement, an elevator moment, or you where you describe what you know describe your business in 2 sentences or less. I used Perplexity to help me to come up with one. Becoming more and more invested in AI companies. Oh, tell me about that. What does that mean? Do you talk about this? I'm interested. I'm interested. And what are you doing with that? But yeah, I did. I help use it to help me write something. And I just ask it. I'm like, yeah, can you help me write a thing? It's like, yeah, sure. What do you want? And it's like, and so that's cool. One of the things I like about the AI generators is that you can simply ask a question. Oh, trying to get ready for retirement. That's a thing. That's a thing. I need to ask Perplexity about retirement. Because I'm retired, guys. You guys know I'm retired. I'm retired. I've been retired for a minute. And I love retirement. So I'm working a lot of hours and saving a lot of money. And shoving money into stocks, mostly related to AI. Oh, okay, cool. Cool. You know, I did that the last 5 years that I worked a lot of hours. I worked a lot of hours. I spent a lot of time on the road. I think I was on the road. My son, um, my son said, "Mama, I ain't gonna lie, you were not here." And I was like, "You are right, son. I was not here. I was not. I was on the road a lot. Literally, I was away from home. I think it was his. What was it, his senior year? It might have been. I don't know if it was his senior year or not. It couldn't have been a senior year. It must have been his freshman year in college. Yeah, it was his freshman year in college. My son's freshman year in college. I was away from home more than I was at home that year. And those 2 years, I mean, I was gone. I did several temporary duty assignments in places where I was away for at least a week or two, sometimes three at a time. So I'd be gone for 3 weeks and I'd be back, and I'd be gone for 2 weeks and I'd be back, and or I'd be gone during the week and home on the weekend, that kind of thing, a lot. And so yeah, right up until the time I retired, I worked a lot of hours, and I was gone a lot, but I had some stuff I needed to get done. Working about 8 hours a week and occasionally 96 exactly. I had some stuff I wanted to get done. There's some things I wanted to get done around the house, some stuff I wanted to get done on the house. Um, I I figure I can't change how old I am, and I don't want to work until I'm 80. That part, that part, don't want to work until you're 80. Um, yeah. Um, One of the things I say to people who are thinking about retiring, considering retiring, but they are not sure about it, I'm like, look at it, do the math, and you probably can retire. And there's a few things about retirement that people that can really throw it off. But for the most part, do the math. You probably can afford it. And the reason I say that, but I can change my high 4 years just from working more hours as long as they let me. Yeah, that's the same thing. We had high three, and you can't, you can, we couldn't change our high three by working overtime, but we could change it. But there were ways that you could change it. There were certain opportunities, certain things that you could do that could change your high three. And so overtime really didn't count toward it, but there are other things that did. And I did all of those things. I looked into whatever it was that I could do. I took those steps and I did those things. And definitely changed my high three. It's gonna be high five here in a minute for people. I hate that for them too. I still don't know when I retire, but what I'm doing can only help when I'm ready. Yeah, that's the other thing too. And I need to look into my retirement account too, because I don't know what it's looking like these days. I need to look at those. I need to look at it more closely. But I try. This is what I don't do. They do count overtime. You're good. See, that's the thing. They didn't count overtime for the system that I was in. But if they did, I wish they would, because yeah. Uh-huh. But the thing about it is overtime doesn't count towards your high. didn't count towards your high 3, but it did count towards the amount of money. So when you worked overtime, you put more money into your retirement. So it made your retirement account higher. And so still, it helped. Overtime helped, definitely, for sure. I figure I'll be retiring sometime between 4 and 7 years from now. Just need to narrow it down a bit. All I'm going to say, Belt Loop, is the first day. So between 4 and 7 years, make that 4 years. Make that 4 years. Because one of the things that I didn't realize was the cost of working. People don't remember to count the cost of working. The cost of working is something that you need to factor in the cost into your retirement. No doubt, but I'm investing a lot of money in the stock market. Yeah. Yeah. So for me, the things that I don't have to pay for anymore is, one, gas. I don't drive 50 miles a day anymore. I was driving 50 plus miles a day to work every single day, 5 days a week. I don't drive that. I've been out once this week. I don't remember last time I filled up my car with gas. Trying to think. I don't think I filled up this month. It's probably last month. And now I will fill up because I'm driving Saturday. But those are those things that you don't think about. And the other thing is eating out. When I was working, I was eating out for lunch at least 3 days a week, because I just wasn't packing lunches every day. And so, yeah. But when you're at home, you're not eating out for lunch. And 3 days a week eating out, I mean, you're talking $15 a day. So that's $45 a week. $45 a week. Let me do the math. This is the funny thing. My kids and my husband, they tease me all the time because I'm an opportunity cost person, and I will look at stuff and I'll go, let's do the math. And they're like, oh no, not again, Mom. Is that right? How many weeks in a year? Is that right? It's 52 weeks in a year times $45 a week? Jeez. Is that $2,300? So literally, if I stop eating out, this is what I'm talking about. If I'm eating out 3 times a week and save $45, that's $2,300. If I cut that in half, that's $1,100. I could take a cruise. And my kids are like, Mama, stop. It don't work that way. I'm like, yeah, it does. It works that way if you're not eating out. And so right now, Belt Loop, you said you and Tammy eat out almost every day. So if you stop eating out every day and say, okay, 2 days a week, we're going to cook at home. You take just half the money from eating out, right? So if you, instead of eating out 2 days, dinner, we say dinner is going to cost you, if you go out to eat dinner, it's going to cost you $40, right? 2 people, that's $80, right? And if you say, okay, for 2 days a week, we're not going to eat out, $160 a week just for 2 days. So instead of eating out 7 days a week, you only eat out 5 days a week. Or instead of eating out 5 days a week, you only eat out 3 days a week. You've just saved yourself $160 a week. Add that up. 50 times 52. You see what I'm saying? Just that little bit is a difference that work cost for me, cost work, because it cost me because I was eating out. And I wasn't eating out because I needed to eat out. I was eating out because when you go to work with people and somebody says you want to go to lunch, generally you go to lunch. It's not a working lunch, but it's a working lunch. It's, fostering those relationships, blah, 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 talking about work stuff, blah, 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 blah. But anyway, I work too many hours to try to cook though. Yeah. But see, that's the thing. That's the thing. Once you're not working all of those hours, you're not going to have those costs. You know what I'm saying? Once you're not, that's what I'm saying. You have to consider those costs. Once you're not working those many hours, then you'll have time to cook. And if you have time to cook, then you don't have to eat out. If you don't have to eat out, then you will have that much more money. I'm just saying. And it's little things like that. I mean, um, Gina and TT and I were talking about this a while back when TT was having Starbucks every day, and she was trying to do some budgeting, and Gina was like, stop having Starbucks. And she was like, but I need my coffee. And it was like, okay, have your coffee, but don't go through the drive-through to get it. You go through the drive-through to get it, and it costs you $10. You make it at home, and it costs you $2 or $5 or whatever. But anyway, y'all, I just I see her in the morning before I go to work. She also works near me, so she comes to lunch over a lot. Sometimes she stops by here when she gets off work. That's nice. That's nice. Anyways, it's a little different for me when I work overtime. It's funny. I see Tammy a lot more when I'm working 16 hours a day. Yeah. Yeah. My husband and I worked at the same place, not the same office, but the same place. We work for the same organization. And we never saw each other at work. It's rare. And it's so funny when we did see people at work, people were like, you would never know y'all were married, because we never, I mean, we see each other at home. So in the office, it's like, why am I going to go, oh, hey, how you doing? Come in, talk to me. Da, 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 da. We didn't do that. It's like, I'll see you later. It was like, oh, hey, you're here. Okay. And then he would stick his head in the door. I was like, I'm in the office today. Oh, hey. And that was it. And it was like, are you guys going to lunch? I'm like, we're going to have supper together. Why we're going to go? It's so silly. And what do you think when I think about it? But I mean, we would. I mean, it depends on who he was there to see or whatever. This coffee. Oh, I love butter in my coffee. I'm not a big coffee drinker, but when I do drink coffee, I like real cream or butter in my coffee. If I were just working my regular schedule, I'd hardly ever see her. Oh, that's not good. But I'm glad that you work in the schedule, you are seeing her. That's good. She works 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. I work Sunday through Friday, 3 to midnight. Oh, yeah. Speaking of, which has nothing to do with anything, y'all, my days are crazy. My days and nights are completely upside down right now, and I am working really hard to. I'm incrementally trying to get my days back on track, and I don't know how I got off track, except maybe I'm thinking maybe the Alaska trip had something to do with it, because we did cross a couple of time zones, and I'm my norm is 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 a Western, is a what am I trying to say? The norm for my body is later. So my energy comes later in the day. I don't have energy in the morning. I'm the person who doesn't want to go to sleep until later at night. But right now I've got to the point where I'm up almost all night and I'm asleep almost all day. And it's like, when did I become nocturnal? I didn't think I was completely nocturnal. I knew I was, a day walker, but for real? And so I'm working on that. The prices at the cafeteria are reasonable. That's good. Right now it's like, it's like liquid chocolate. It is. It really is. Um, it's funny. A lot of people are starting to drink cocoa like chocolate now. And when I say cocoa, I mean cocoa, not hot chocolate, but cocoa. And still screwed up from the trip. Yeah, I think I am too. Scott, I'm having a hard time just getting things. And I mean, it's been a month. I don't know, whatever it's been. It's been whatever it's been. And yes, it's not quite a month, but I'm having a hard time getting my schedule back together. And it was so funny. I was on chat the other day with my son, and I was like, my days are upside down. And they're like, what? And I was like, I can't sleep. And they're like, what? I'm like, I haven't slept. And my son's like, when's the last time? Was like, when did you? Like, what did he say? When is the last time when did you get up? And I said, Friday. I got up Friday, Friday at 3 in the afternoon. And this was like, what day is this? Today is Sunday. So this was like Saturday. I can't remember my days. No, Thursday. Thursday at 3 in the afternoon. And this was like Saturday. He was like, what? I said, I haven't slept. And he was like, well, go to bed. I was like, if I go to bed now, then I'll be in the same situation tomorrow. And so I stayed up, but then I stayed up and I stayed up and I stayed up. And then it was 3 o'clock in the morning. And it's like, I'm still up. And I was like, oh, what's up? I was like, go to sleep. Anyway, crazy. Anyways, still up to 1.5 months. It's been that long. It seems like it's, I can't, August, September, it's October. Yeah, it's been a month and a half. Right. I can't even, and I'm still messed up from it. Yeah. I don't get that. I better run. Enjoyed seeing you. Great seeing everybody. Okay. Beltloop, thanks for coming in. Thanks for chatting with me. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. And it messes with me. Traveling can really do that to you. And I have to admit, when I travel a lot, it gets things get out of whack. But what I'm gonna do is I've talked to my doctor about it, and I've got an appointment coming up. Do I have one this week? Yeah, we'll be talking about it again this week, about getting it back on track, because it affects me emotionally, and a little bit of it just there are multiple effects, put it that way, of not my schedule not being regulated. And so we're working on that, getting things back on track, because I feel better when I'm back. And that's another reason why I just haven't been around here, because I just don't feel like it. I don't feel like I don't have the energy. And yeah, that part. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna wind it down now. I'm gonna get off of here. It was like I said, it was a pop-up. I'm gonna try. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'm not gonna make any promises. I'm not gonna make any promises. Shoot. I don't know. I'm not counting. But yeah, I know, Mike. But hey, it is what it is. I miss y'all though. I really miss y'all. I got a lot of stuff to do. My life is a mess. My life is a mess. It's not. I mean, it's not. It's not bad. My life is good, and I enjoy it. But I enjoy seeing you guys. Thank everybody for coming in. I really appreciate you being here. Um, I'm glad I decided to come on. I'm really glad I decided to do that, because I miss y'all. I miss y'all a lot. And thank you, GT Junior. Y'all, please check out GT Junior's channel. He is an amazing supporter of my channel and a new member. Yes, and for my members, I will have some members only content this week just for you, and it will be members only. I will not be allowing it to it won't be something that you get first. It'll be something that is exclusive for you, although there will be more members only content that'll be where members get it first. So if you want to be a member, you want to get things first, or you want exclusive content, y'all know what to do. That is so funny. I love y'all. I really do. I'm not just saying it. I love y'all. And yeah, have a good night. And I'll see you guys in the YouTube streets. Bye now.